Hello 10th class students. Today I am going to explain you your chapter 6 unsolved program number 1 and 2. So you will also see this video, and after looking at this video, look at your book, see the question, and without looking at the video, just try to write it in your copy. So let's start the program number 1 given on your book, page number 335. First question of fifth part, unsolved program based on the class. So see, this is your first program question. Question 1, write a class program to accept two numbers as instance variables and use the following functions for the given purposes. First is you write class name, calculate. So according to the program question, we will write the class name, calculate. Void input data to input both the values. So if we want to input the values, so there is no parameterized, no value is given, so we will use the package import java.util. You can write star here also, you can write scanner here also. So most of the time we are writing here star, so I will write here star. So then after that we will write public class calculate according to the question. Then int a, b, sum, difference, these are the variables. Input data to input both the values, so both the values for that one, a and b, and then calculate function will find the sum and difference. So this sum and difference, we will take the two variables. To store the result of sum, we will take sum, and difference result we will take the variable diff. Then we write the next part according to question is to first input data to input both the values. So we will take input data function. Question, in the question input data is there, void means it will not return any value, it will accept the value. So system.out.println, you know, before that we will enter the scanner line. Scanner line we can write here also, or scanner line we can write here also, so it is your choice. After this we will give curly braces, enter the first number or enter the second number. You can write the message in the same line also, enter the first and second number. So you can write the message in one line also. So when we write the message in one line, we not need to write this line, we can cut it from here. So we will input two numbers. First number will store in the variable a, second number will store in the variable b. So this is the input. So in the computer you keep three things in mind. First, computer will input the data, then it will do processing part, and then it will give output. This is the main work of the computer: input, processing, and then output. So according to this question also, first we input the values, input both the values are stored in a and b. A first value stored, b second value stored. Then next function is calculate function to find the sum and difference. So in this we will find the sum and difference. You know how to find the sum. For some variable we will take a is equal to, sum is equal to a plus b. So a plus b, which value will store in a, that will be add with the value which value will be stored in b. So diff means it will find the difference between the two numbers a minus b, then the result will store in diff. So sum will store in sum and difference will store in daf. So this input we have given the input, computer has done the processing. Now it will show us the output. For output we will take output data function. So in output data function, see, it is written to print sum and difference of both the numbers. So whatever in the question, according to that we have to print. So we write here public void output data function, this brackets means function, system.out.println sum is equal to sum, and system.out.println difference is equal to double quote close plus difference, then curly braces close. After this, in the question they written use a main method to call the functions. So students, already explain you in the class type programs we will not write public static void main line here. We will write here if we will use public static void main if in the question it is asked use a main method to call the functions. So after finishing this input calculate and then output means output data function, then we will write the public static void main string arguments, then we will create the object of the class. So what is your class name is calculate. So according to the question class name is calculate, so we will also write here the class name calculate. Then we will create one object. You can write object name anything. Right here it is written obj is equal to new calculate, so it will create the object of the class. So now this obj function will call the input data function, calculate function and output data function. So there are two ways to execute these types of programs. So always keep in mind after writing this program, if in the question it is specially mentioned you have to write the main method, then you have to write these lines public static void main, then for write the class name, whatever class name is given in the question. जो भी आपने क्लास नेम यहाँ पे ऊपर डिफाइन किया सेम क्लास नेम कैपिटल स्मॉल लेटर का भी ध्यान रखना है आपने कि अगर सी यहाँ पे कैपिटल दिए तो नीचे भी यहाँ पे आप कैपिटल ही दोगे, अदरवाइज इट विल गिव एरर इन द प्रोग्राम. Then we will create the object name. Object name you can write ob also, obj also. So for it is easy for the reference we write always ob or obj. Then what is the first function name is input data function. Here it is written input data function. We will call this function here input data function. Then we have calculate function. This function also we will call here calculate data function. Then we will have output data function. Then we will call here output data function. So now let's see its execution. Click on compile button, then close, then right click. You know there are two ways you can execute the program from new calculate also, you can execute the program by void main also. So let's see one by one. First we will click on new calculate. When we click on new calculate we will click on OK. Then the red type of object will be created here, means button will be created here. Then right click. Here are three functions which we have given. So according to the question what we do first function is input function. First हमारा function कौन सा है input. He will ask the two numbers, first number and second number. So like for first number I have entered 5 and the second number I have entered 4. So देन दीज आर द टू नंबर्स. अभी नंबर इनपुट हो गए, अब कंप्यूटर प्रोसेसिंग करेगा. कैसे करेगा इसको हम मिनिमाइज कर लेते हैं. इसी फंक्शन पे दोबारा क्लिक करो, देन राइट क्लिक ऑन कैलकुलेट. अब कंप्यूटर ने उसकी कैलकुलेशन कर दी है. देन अगेन राइट क्लिक एंड आउटपुट डाटा. व्हेन वी क्लिक आउटपुट डाटा you will see in the terminal window result has come. Sum is 9 and difference is 1. So students, this is the first method to execute these kinds of type of programs. Now we will see the second method. Right click void main. Okay, so if you have written main class then we can run the program with the main class also. If we have not written main class in the program, if it is not asked in the question, then it will run only by using this method. So here in the question this one we have written the main class, so we will execute through the main class also. Then click on OK. Then enter the first number. For example I have given 56 and the second number I have given 4. Then the answer is sum is 60 and the difference is 2. As you know 56 plus 4 60 and 56 minus 4 52. In this way our first program will be solved. So you also while doing the program look at the question on your book and write it in your copy as it is. Now next program is we will see triplet program. So in this program write a class program with the following specifications. First class name is triplet. So according to the question we write the class name triplet. Always we will write the package name first. Import java.util.star. So there are some questions also in which we will not use import java. That we will also discuss later on. If when the values are input here in the brackets, then we will not write here import java.util. But now here we have to accept three numbers. So according to the question, we have three variables. They have defined us the variable names also. So here we will take three variables a, b, c. You cannot take any other variable name here. You cannot take here a z by p or a m p. So which variables are given here? Only those variables you have to write in the question answer also. So here data type is int. So we will also write data type int. Here the variables are a, b, c. We will take variables a, b, c, and our first function name is get data. In our previous program, our first function name was input data. In the question it is given. So we have written here their input data, but here according to the question they have given us the question. In the question you have to write the function name is get data. So we have given the function name here get data. After function always curly braces will come. Then we write scanner. In is equal to new scanner system dot in, then system dot out dot print. We will enter three values. Enter the values. To accept three numbers means to input three values. Enter the values of a, b and c. So first value will store in a variable, second value will store in b variable, and the third value will store in c variable. In this way we will input the three. So in this way we will input the three values. Then we will see our next function is according to the question find and print to check and display whether the numbers are Pythagorean triplets or not. So students, we should know the formula. What is the Pythagorean triplet formula is there. So the Pythagorean triplet formula is there, a square plus b square is equal to c square. So we will give the value according to a square means we will convert it into Java expression. A square means a into a, b square means b into b, equal to c square means equal to c into c. So equals means we have to write here equal to according to the Java expressions. Then if a into a plus b into b equal to c into c, then the computer will print numbers are Pythagorean triplets, else system.out.println numbers are not Pythagorean triplets. So in the question we have written that we not need to write the main class. So you can write also, you can avoid also. So if I will not write here the main class, then what will happen that we will also see. So in the question if it is not asked to write the main class, you can leave it, not need to write. Then curly braces also close only 2 times in the last. Then here one error has come. What is the error? Let's see. Public void get data. So we have this function is closed here, this function also closed here. Then what will be the error in the program? Let's see. Yes, here we will write curly braces, compile, no syntax error. Then we will write here close, then right click. Here now no main class will come because we have deleted the main class from there. So we will right click for new triplet. Okay, then we will input the three values. Get a data function will ask three values from us. We will write first value, for example 3, then second value we will enter like 4, and the third value we will enter 5. So then we will now go again in the class here, then right click, then find and print. So it will print numbers are Pythagorean triplets. So because we entered 3 and 4 and 5 means 3 into 3 9 हो गया, plus 4 into 4 16 हो गया, equal to 5 into 5 25. So 16 plus 3 into 3 9, 16 plus 9 हो गया आपके पास 25, and 25 equal to 25. So it is a Pythagorean triplet. So you also solve these programs in your copy. So you understood how to write the program without looking at the book or at the screen. Just write by yourself. I will also send you the question answers of this chapter, which is given on page number 354, that you also write in your copy and learn those questions for the test. Thank you, students.